Welcome back to Cuenca Ecuador, everybody. This is Warren with Travel With Us by Warren and Julie. And welcome all new viewers coming from the Cuenca Expat Magazine who recently put links to our videos on their website, as well as placing a feature article about Julie and I in their January 2021 magazine. If you're not familiar with that magazine, please go to the video description and find the link to their website. And again, welcome everybody. So today, Julie and I are going to Alverhill. So it's a short walk out of El Centro, and right on the edge of Alverhill, you would have Parque de la Madre. Parque de la Madre is one of the most popular parks in Cuenca, Ecuador. It has little coffee shops and restaurants around the area, so if you're looking for a snack and would like to go to the park or just sit in the restaurant, there's some nice eats within the close vicinity of Parque de la Madre. Parque de la Madre is a favorite for Cuencanos to come out with their families, as well as a great place to come and get exercise. There's a jogging track, and there's even a little planetarium here for those looking for a scientific edge. Now, as we look through Parque de la Madre, we see a couple of our friends, Chase and Sarah Lee. They live in Alverhill. They're going to take us over to their home today, and we're going to take a look at their budget and what their quality of life is like here in Cuenca, Ecuador. So we're right outside the street here where we're going to meet Chase and Sarah Lee inside their home. And actually, here's Chase here. He's going to take us through the door, and we're going to see what this neighborhood looks like. Let's go. So this neighborhood is really quite interesting. This is similar to one we did on the $1,500 video per month. It's a closed neighborhood. You come in through the street, and you're able to come into a secure area. Quite a few different homes. A lot of houses you would not even anticipate were back behind this little gate. These types of gated communities are quite common within Cuenca, Ecuador. They make for a very private and secure living environment. As a reminder, Julie and I, we retired early to travel the world, and we did this because we saved, we invested. If you're curious to know about one of the ways that Julie and I are funding our retirement through a regular quarterly dividend, please go to the video description and check out one of the spokes for funding our retirement. And we hope this might be helpful to some of you. So up ahead, over to the right, there we are. We're going to zero in. This is the house we're going to. This is Chase and Sarah Lee's. Okay, Chase, Sarah Lee, thank you for bringing us to your home. And I think, Chase, you're going to go ahead and give us a walkthrough?
Yeah, we'll walk you through.
Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go.
Let's go. So when you come in, this is what attracted us to the house. The marble floors and the huge high ceiling. Remember, this is furnished, so that's not our artwork, as unusual as it is.
That's very Ecuadorian.
We have not one, but two pictures of boys eating grapes. And then you come in here. We really like the fireplace, and we've used it on chilly nights. It's been really nice. And we have a little eating area. That's usually where we have breakfast. And then the kitchen area, it's not large, but it's good sized, and it has everything we need, including an induction stove, which is very Ecuadorian.
And did you purchase your own dishes?
No, everything came furnished. So everything, pretty much everything you see in here, with a few small additions. The chairs we bought because we didn't like the other ones. They were $5 a piece. And then you have a little sitting area by the fireplace. This is the master bedroom. Came with the TV, and it comes out into a little courtyard out here that we like. And we sit out here, enjoy coffee, study Spanish. And it's very private and very quiet.
And the upstairs is a storage bodega?
That's a bodega for our owner. We've never seen her use it, and she's never asked. If you come in, we have the laundry room. It's been really nice to have our own washer dryer here. That's another storage area. And then the master bathroom with the shower and the jacuzzi tub we haven't used yet. Someday.
I think a lot of times those jacuzzi tubs are there for looks, but nobody ever uses them.
You're 100% right. And then a walk-through closet. And then if you come through here, we have the guest bedroom, and we use part of it as our office with our computers. We have another closet. And then the computer area we have all set up here. And then through the glass doors, you go back out into the courtyard.
Okay, very cool. So
So it's 2-bedroom, 2.5 baths. We have a social bathroom off of the little dining area. It's enough space for us.
Chase, Sarah Lee, thank you so much for bringing us in here. And you've got a story to tell. And, we've got expats all over the world, all over the United States, thinking about Ecuador as a potential home. If you can give us a little bit of your story and tell us about who you are, what brought you here, what you think so far, and explain your budget and what you're experiencing here in Cuenca, Ecuador.
Sure, I'm Chase.
I'm Sarah Lee.
And we're from Denver, Colorado, which is a beautiful city and we loved it. But when we decided we wanted to live somewhere else, we decided checking out other countries all around Central America, Europe, South America. And we kept coming back to Cuenca. What attracted you the most to Cuenca?
Cuenca's a really beautiful city. The architecture, I just love the fact that you walk all the little streets in the old town and you just never know what you're going to see. But there's so much beautiful courtyards and buildings and just dazzling place to walk around. And it is very walkable. So that's one of the things we really needed was a walkable city because we don't want to get a car.
Yeah, we haven't used a car here. I haven't even rented one. We do ride the public bus, it's 30 cents. We've ridden the Tranvia, which is the light rail, is another 30 cents. And cabs are $2.50 at the most anywhere you're gonna go in town that we go. So that's been really helpful, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Another big thing about Cuenca is the weather. It's a fairly high altitude, 8,500 feet maybe, but it's reliably cool and comfortable. Some days are bright and hot and sunny. Most days you get some sun. Most days you get maybe a little rain, but it's very pleasant weather. It never snows, and that's a big plus for
Yeah,
me too.
we carry an umbrella and a hoodie wherever we go. Doesn't matter what it looks like when you leave the house, you're just ready.
And sunglasses.
Yeah, this has been a great place for us to live. What drove us eventually out of the United States was health insurance. If you're not working for a company, and funny enough, we didn't know each other, but Warren and I worked at the same company, Transamerica. Shout out to the Pyramid. It was a great place to work, but when it was time for us to go, you can't just live in the United States under 65 unless you have health insurance somehow, and it was $1,200 a month for us. And that was for a really high deductible, $7,000 deductible. So it was really just disaster insurance. So that solidified that we had to leave the country and look for another option. And Cuenca offers great health care, great health access to health care. And our health insurance is $80 a month combined for health insurance. Still comes with a high deductible. There are plans that are more comprehensive and cost a little bit more. We had the option of $270 a month for like zero deductible, but for $80 a month with a high deductible, we have health savings accounts back in the States. A lot of retirees probably do, and we know that that's there for the bottom. The bottom 5,000 doesn't worry me. It's everything above that would scare me. So we went with through a company called Blue Box here. Carlos is very popular. He speaks English, and we went with Confiamed, which is a private insurance. We did not go with the public insurance. That leads into our budget, I guess. We, unlike a lot of expats here that Warren has talked to and that we followed along with, we don't really keep a spreadsheet, so we're kind of spitballing on this. Because costs are so low, it's something we don't really worry about. We don't really spare ourselves anything.
No.
Yeah, if we want to go out, we go out. We socialize one heck of a lot more than most people do. If we're going to go out and hang out at a restaurant or a bar to watch a football game, it doesn't even enter into our discussion on budget. So our total budget runs about $2,000 a month, is what best I can guess. And that doesn't include expenses back home where we still have property. But we figured, we're $550 a month rent for this whole place.
So this is a 2-bedroom,
2-bedroom, 3-bath, private courtyard, inside a gated community,
furnished.
fireplace. All utilities are included, and that includes internet. So $550 a month, everything. And we pay once a month in cash at our landlady, Duela, at her bank.
And I like that arrangement because I know that a lot of people that move here, if your utilities aren't included, you're having to figure out how to go pay your water bill, how to pay your power bill, how to pay your, internet. We made an arrangement where we give our landlord a lump sum and she takes care of all of that, which has been very convenient for us.
Yeah, it's very nice. Plus, we're in a little gated community. As you saw when Warren came in the gate, we felt very safe during the lockdown. Our neighbors are all pretty well-to-do. There's video surveillance and electric fencing all around it too. It makes us feel very safe. We also figured out of that 2,000, probably $20 a day we spend just out of habit, whether we're picking up something at the grocery store, spot something we like at a store, we'll just buy it. Groceries, we figure about $100 a month between
$100 a week.
$100 a week, thank you. $100 a week between the tiendas and the Supermaxi, Sara Lee buys fruits. What's that lady at the corner?
Carmen's. So you would be hard pressed we would, as just two people, to eat more than about $10 or $12 worth of produce a week here because you can get so much for your money. For $10, that would probably buy all the fruits and vegetables we would eat in a week.
And then for cell phone, in the US, we were spending $100 a month combined for a plan with unlimited gigs and all of that. Here we spend $5 each, $10 combined a month. And we get only a few gigs, but we found out, it turns out you only use about 1.5 gigs a month, most people. It's kind of hard to use more than that unless you're streaming television or something like that. So our cell bill goes from $100 a month to $10 a month, and that's a huge savings. And plus our insurance is only $80. And then we wrote in a separate item of about $300 a month for restaurants and bars, entertainment. We'll go up to a very popular place called the Inca. A lot of gringos hang out there and watch American football. We'll also go to the Prague pub where I watch soccer, which is over by the Supermaxi. And the two of us, an afternoon of beers and food, and the bill will be $30 total for two. In Denver, where we would hang out, that bill would be $70 or more.
Can you give an idea between the bars that you mentioned? What is the cost of the typical large beer, or if there's a pitcher available? What is your experience on what getting a drink or a beer out would cost?
More gringo-friendly places, Chiplote, Inca. A beer, we have what we call Pilsner Grandes, which is 600 milliliters, basically a tall boy. And that'll run $2.50 is common, maybe $3. If you're going to go to one of the fancier places, Prague Pub or Le Craft, and have a pint of artisanal beer, you're looking at $5.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they do 3 for 2 at happy hour. So you'll get, for $10, you get 3 pints, and that's generally enough.
There's quite a few places where you can find cocktails for like $3 or $4. Not terribly expensive. And then a glass of wine is usually $4 or $5. It's really pretty reasonable where I've been.
Yeah, compared to US, when I told some of the bartenders, if you order a mixed drink in the US, $7 to $9 is not unusual. And here, they think 4 is a little high.
Now let me ask you, is there anything that you would like to share with the viewers about what you like about your neighborhood, like about Ecuador, what you may have been disappointed in? Any words of wisdom or points that people should consider?
Well, before we chose Cuenca and before we chose Ecuador, we traveled quite a bit. We went to Costa Rica a couple times. We've been to Panama. We've been to Colombia, Medellin, and Bogota,
Belize.
Quito, Belize. We traveled quite a bit, and we read quite a bit, and we did a lot of research. But we finally settled on Cuenca because of its cost of living, its beautiful climate, its beautiful city. It was just kind of a natural choice for us. It ticked a lot of boxes, and There are only a few things about Cuenca that we don't like. One of them is that it can be noisy, and it's particularly downtown. We live in Elver Hill. One of the reasons that we chose this neighborhood is because it is a lot more quiet than downtown. However, that having been said, we usually have the national anthem. Ecuador's national anthem is car alarms, barking dogs, and swinging hammers. That goes on all the time, but that's anywhere. But it's a really convenient neighborhood. It's very walkable. Everything we want or need is within walking distance. Old Town is maybe a 15-minute walk up the river. It's a very beautiful place. This neighborhood in particular has a lot of restaurants and nightclubs and shopping malls and tiendas, vendors, just at parks, everything you want within really like a 10-minute walk.
And for me, a big thing about choosing the city, which may not ring true for everyone, was drinkable water. For me and Sarah Lee, the water is fully drinkable, tastes great, straight out of the tap. I know some people are sensitive, and everyone's an experiment of one. But for us, it made it really worthwhile to come here. Other parts of the country, you really can't drink the water, even if you're local. It's just not done. The other thing was the altitude. A lot of people worry about. We're at 8,500 feet. Some people adapt instantly. I haven't had a day of issue. We moved here from Denver from 5,000 feet. It's never bothered me, and Sarah Lee got used to it pretty quick. Other people have been here for years and never get used to it. So again, it's worth visiting. And then to what Sarah Lee said about the noise, the motorcycles, my goodness, they're just loud. And a friend of ours gave us some great advice when we visited last year. She said, anytime you find yourself wanting to whine or complain, you repeat 3 words. This is Ecuador. It means 3 things, or 2 things. One, it reminds you how lucky we are to live here, to have this opportunity, how we shouldn't take it for granted and we should explore and enjoy. And the other is that it's a different country. Nobody's changing for you. Nobody wants to hear, back home we did it this way. So learn to get over it. And that really helps, I think, every day. One thing you'll notice when you check out in the grocery store that always amuses me is you take your cart up, you put your groceries on the checkout line, you leave your cart there. You don't push it through because somebody's job is to take it away. Then it gets checked in. Don't touch it. Someone puts it in a bag. And then someone else puts it in another cart to take it out for you. It's 4 jobs. So just go with it. It's going to take a while. What else are you going to do? Just enjoy.
Okay. Well, Chase and Sarah Lee, from Julie and I, thank you very much for sharing your story.
And we look forward to following your travels as you set off across the world in a couple of months.
Super.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time to hear our story.
Super. Thank you, both of you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for joining us today as we explore this $1,940 budget in Cuenca, Ecuador for this very social couple. Now, as a reminder, Julie and I will be traveling the world, and as we explore the world and the cost of living, we'll be looking at the typical $1,500 Social Security budget for a single person and $2,500 budget for a couple with those numbers in mind. We'll also be doing the tourist and adventure type of things as well, so make sure you check out those videos. Now, until next time, have a great day, everybody.